What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Corruption back again, this time with the last giant from Dark Souls 2. Now this boss battle is kind of reminiscent to the Iron Golem from Dark Souls. So if you're used to any of the larger enemies from Dark Souls and the Tower Knight from Demon Souls, this shouldn't be too bad of an issue for you. Some people will probably have issues with him, but they should be relatively taken care of quickly. The only thing you really can deploy against this enemy is try to stay beneath him as much as you can, directly between the legs if preferable, as he does have some attacks that will damage you if you're by the side. Really, if you're going to be out at range, be mindful because of his range that he has with his attacks, and be mindful if you do get beneath him, the range on his stomps. As you can see, the stomps just really have a decent AoE, and even if they don't damage you, if you've got your shield up, it will pretty much drain your entire stamina, depending on how much stamina you've got, I imagine. So do be careful with that, because if you get staggered, it could be pretty bad if he's in a decent position to attack immediately. If you're behind him, it might be a little bit different of a story, but he will also follow up with some extra stomps if you've got him in that animation. Ranged characters might have an easy time at the first half of the battle. The second half, it might be a little bit more difficult, depending on how well you are at keeping them at range. Just basically go straight between the legs and run right past, possibly get them to stomp and continue on, and you should have a fairly easy time with range. When you get beside him, be careful. He does have some attacks that will damage you even if you didn't expect him to do any motion like that. I wasn't really expecting that. Being beside him like that, I imagined he was going to stomp with his foot like he'd been doing, so that attack just blindsided me. He does have a few overhead attacks as well, especially after he has torn off of his arm, so you got to be careful with that as well. That was another thing that surprised me afterwards, because I had imagined that all of his attacks were going to be a wide arcing, pretty well telegraphed attacks, such as the ones that like this, where the range is now so increased due to the extra range that he has from his arm. I'm not sure why you're fighting him if he's keen to basically tear himself apart, but hey. But that should be about all you need to know to get past him. Just basically stay beneath him. Get attacks in on his legs as much as you can. Try to trigger the stomps, and then back away. Get one attack in, roll out, and then just try to keep chaining his stomps. And you should have a fairly easy time with this boss. Anyways, y'all, this is Corruption. I'm out. Take care.